let's start at the very beginning. Can you kind of tell me about how the journey began with your father and his cancer treatment and his diagnosis?
In January of 2017, he was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. Quick Google of stage 4 lung cancer, and you realize that that's not very good. He lost his life in April of 2017. We decided we were going to do a room dedicated to my father, and in April of 2021, we had an unveiling. For somebody that's going through cancer treatment, you can see that, find a little solace in that when they're going through those treatments. I had a swollen lymph node on my left side here. So in typical fashion, I probably put it off a little bit longer than I should have. And they put me on antibiotics at first, to see if that was just an allergy or something, maybe an infection. And that wasn't the case. And once we got the biopsy, it was relatively clear to the doctors and everyone else that it was cancerous.
Your first reaction is total shock, because everyone always thinks, this isn't going to happen to me, or this isn't going to happen to my husband or wife.
One of the best things at CCI is a division they have called OSS, which is Oncology Support Services.
Oncology Support Services is a multidisciplinary team that takes a patient-centered approach to really provide that extra layer of support from the point of diagnosis throughout the continuum of their care.
It's a huge stress reliever having everything under one roof and just really developing those relationships with people that you see every day, from the valet to the greeter to the people working the front desks.
I believe wholeheartedly that the OSS team has a huge impact on patient outcomes. And I'm now sitting here, my last treatment was January 15th of 2022, and I'm sitting here 9 months later with 2 PET scans that are clean, cancer-free. I started that journey by giving back to the CCI in April to honor my dad, having no idea that I'd ever get cancer, let alone get cancer 6 months later. And I feel so grateful that somebody decided 15, 20 years ago to build this facility, and that 10 years ago, people, their names were on these walls, decided to write a check, betting that they needed this facility, not necessarily for themselves, but for those that are in this community, in this valley. And I would tell everybody here, if I could round up all 250 or 400 employees they are, how grateful my wife and I are for everybody here. That it takes a lot of stress when you go through the situation, a lot of stress away from both the patient and the caregiver. And I'll shout it at the top of a mountain of how important this place is to our valley, the equipment we have here, the doctors we have here, the nurses we have here, the technicians we have here, care and give that kind of care to everybody here in town. So I'm a huge supporter of CCI and everybody that works here, and I wish I could give them all a hug.